Welcome to Beyond FENCES, man. We are more than a podcast. This is a show where you can express your thoughts, beliefs, disbeliefs, argument, and convos, debates on everything from hip-hop talk, lunch table talks, and our all-around favorite is current industry topics. I am your host, Kel.
I am your boy, Gotti, man. And without further ado, what it do, my boy?
What it do, my boy? We back.
We back.
We is back, dog.
Back in the building.
Back in the building. Back in full effect, dog. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Good, man. Just a mental check-in. Kel, what's going on, man? How the mental is? What's your mental state? What's going on?
Hey, bro, the mental good, dog. Like, the mental is good. People good. You feel me? It's 2024, man. I'm on a different grind. I'm on a different level. You feel me? So, like, everybody say, when the New Year come,
New Year resolution, all that.
New Year's resolution, yeah, that different grind. But on some real shit, like some real shit, I'm definitely like on like a different grind. I'm just focused on, this podcast. You feel me? And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
focused on the YouTube channel or whatever. But shit, everything going smooth though. Everything going smooth. How about you, my boy?
Man, I can say the same. I can say, like, I'm honestly back to me. Like, if that makes sense, like, and to go a little bit further into the details, I feel like I'm finally back to the core of me. Like, I just, for a long time, I kind of like, I feel like I was always surrounded by a lot of people. Like, I had a lot of people around me, and I feel like I'm finally back to myself. And you somebody that been knowing me for a while. And when we was in school, I was the type of person I wasn't really with the crowd. I did what I did, and I was in and out, and I was a to myself type person. Like, there's no diss to the people that I hung with, but it was just like I was a to myself person. And I feel like the past couple of years, I kind of just got caught up with being with a bunch of people and being around people that's not really benefiting me. So before the year ended, I kind of just cut ties with a lot of people and kind of did away with a lot of people out of my circle. And it don't mean that it's a beef. It's just, we in different places and we just outgrowing each other. So I would say my mental, man, I'm finally back to Gotti. Like, I'm finally back to me. I'm grounded. I'm focused on my goals this year. And it ain't even started at the top of the new year. Like I said, all that took place at the end of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So I know you said you on your YouTube grind. So I've been seeing, man, y'all on y'all De'Ara and Ken, you and your girl, man. so what's going on with that, man?
I mean, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just for the people that don't know, that I do have a girlfriend that I've been dating for a while. She's been on my YouTube channel ever since we started talking. So if y'all know, y'all know. But yeah, bro, really down to earth girl. You know what I'm saying? We've been dating on. It's been like 9 months. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? We pushing. You know what I'm saying? We've been dating for a while. For a little minute type shit.
So y'all De'Ara and Ken type shit.
Not De'Ara and Ken. I wouldn't say De'Ara and Ken.
Cause they ain't together no more. So that's the wrong one to use.
That's the wrong motherfucker. Cause it ain't too many YouTube couples you can use. Cause they ain't even together no more. Most of them ain't together no more.
Who? Dre. What's Dre and dark skinned dude and his girl? They dark skinned. She dark skinned too.
I know about Chris. I know about Riss and Quan. I know about them, Riss and Quan. I know about the Gold Juice.
What's Dre girl name?
The Gold Juice niggas. And what else is it? It's
it's the Dre and De'Ara.
No, it's a Q and Ken.
Ken, that's who it is. Ken used to have butt teeth.
Yeah, light skinned nigga.
Nah.
Oh, okay, no. I don't know.
Man, shout out to Dre. Shout out to y'all. Y'all ones that been doing it, man. But I'm on my YouTube shit too.
The OG YouTube couples,
I'm on my YouTube shit too. You can find it Gotti Station. I'm labeled as Gotti Station. I got all kind of shit going on. Mine's a little different than Kel. So I do, a lot of the blogs, lifestyle, and a lot of vlogging, like my personal life and journeys of, like what's going on and, just how it is out here trying to be a content creator in the media space and, all of the above. You can find that on Gotti Station. Now, I don't have no shawty that I'm doing it with. If y'all remember one of our previous episodes, I was talking about, knowing if you wanted to deal with somebody, having to know everything up front. And, I was talking about one instance in particular, and that was about 6 months ago. And I tried to push through some of the things that I found out, after the fact about the situation, but it just ain't work out. So, I ain't on my YouTube shit like Kel with a shawty, but y'all check me out at Gotti Station.
Yeah, I check my boy at a Gotti Station.
Yeah, man.
But like we said before, bro. As y'all can see, bro, we are in a new studio, bro. We're in another studio. Next episode, we're also gonna be in another studio, hopefully. So we're gonna give y'all some different vibes starting off with 2024. We're gonna get y'all a different vibes, a different feel. Y'all know how we get down, man. We just get to getting shit. You feel me? We just get to talking shit, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead first. I'm gonna start popping my shit.
What up? What we doing?
I'm gonna start popping my shit. But listen, bro. Like, okay, so I saw something about it. I don't know what I saw it on, but it was a entertainer, right? Mm-hmm. And so he made me think. He was like, everybody want to fucking have a podcast now, right? That's what he said, right? Some of y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Some of y'all don't know, shouldn't even have a podcast. Y'all just be up there yapping. And it's very true. This industry is getting so fucking flooded. It is ridiculous. Like, it is bonkers. And I'm not going to say that we were the first ones, okay? Because I know we wasn't. But back and during the pandemic, that's where everybody else started, right? During the pandemic, right? What I can say, what me and Gotti was doing was some totally different shit. Nobody was fucking doing live podcasts. They doing fucking tape podcasts, cutting it and making it look all pretty and all that other shit. We was doing it live.
Live, no cuts.
No cuts. Then we like, you know what? We want to build our business. We want to be able to transition to other platforms like YouTube and Facebook and all that other stuff, Instagram and all that other stuff. So we was like, you know, we don't have to go the YouTube route. But we was really just doing our own shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we weren't trying to fucking be like everybody else and hop on the wave and all that other shit. But when I saw that shit, I was like, okay. I feel like he was taking shots at a lot of like the small podcasters, because he's basically like, y'all don't deserve to have an opinion, type shit like that.
And that's the shit that I want to speak to that point right there, like that last thing that you just said, because it's a lot of people that's like, you know, y'all sit up on there with y'all podcast opinions, as if, you know, podcast opinions are undervalued,
right?
But you got to realize the day and time that we in,
right?
Like a person like me that have a degree in journalism, you know, I went to school for theater arts, but have a mass communications, like in journalism, you know. I'm speaking from a truthful standpoint. Exactly. I'm not speaking no shit that ain't true.
Right.
And I'm not just sitting up here with my podcast opinions like y'all niggas try to say, like you not respecting certain people. Yeah. But the industry is so flooded. Like, the lane of podcasting is so flooded.
I think that's what it is too.
To go back to what you said, when we started it was different. But I think to even go back further than that, this shit was birthed from a real show that was supposed to be on TV. Like, so this ain't really no podcast shit. We just threw that behind it to make it polished.
To make it polished, yeah.
So it's like to take the disrespect from people, and a lot of people that do that be niggas that's in radio. It be a lot of niggas in radio that don't respect niggas that got podcasts.
Right.
But if you got the door closed for me to come in this motherfucker,
how the fuck I'm gonna get in this motherfucker?
How the fuck I'm supposed to get in here?
Exactly.
And you know, it is a lot of people out here doing it, but I feel like honestly, everybody gonna draw their own crowd, if you want me to be completely honest.
And a lot of these motherfuckers gonna drop off anyways, because they don't have the skill set, they don't have the talent, they just do it because it's
don't have the skill set, don't have the talent, and they don't have the weight or willpower to sit and wait till the money come into it. Right. Niggas just doing it because they think it's a quick check.
They think it's a quick check, but it's not.
We doing this shit because we actually got a passion for this shit.
Exactly.
So man.
Yeah, that's some other shit. And I also want to get into the point about you saying you cut niggas off. This year I have also, like, in my mind and action wise, gonna cut a lot of people off, because honestly, bro, it's like this type of shit I'm on. I'm on going forward, and I'm on working hard. I'm working on my businesses. I ain't got time for niggas that tell me they fucking ideas and they ain't putting no work behind it.
Ain't putting no work behind it.
I'm not listening to that shit no more. I don't give a fuck about what idea you got. What the fuck, like, you want to do this, man? Just go do that. I don't want to hear that shit. Just go do. If you ain't doing that shit, I don't even want to fucking hear it. And honestly, I don't want to hear it. And like, I don't got the time for it, bro. It's like I ain't gonna point no fingers, but I got a few people that I know, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some close homeboys. Yeah. They got the talent, bro, to do a lot of shit, but they just don't fucking do it. Like,
but a lot of niggas be in their own way.
They do be in their own way. A
lot of niggas be in their own way, and you know,
and they be having their priorities fucked up too.
Priorities don't be in fucking line.
But yeah, priorities don't.
But you got all these goals, but you ain't took one step to get forward to nothing.
Man, what?
And then anytime you want to bring it up or you talking about it with somebody, you talking about the negative effects of it.
Right.
Like, nigga, don't come when I'm dreaming. Don't come over here trying to crush my shit.
Exactly.
And I seen Dame Dash said something similar to that before.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm dreaming, don't come over here with your negative opinions and negative thoughts.
Right.
If we over here talking about elevating and building, add to the table, add to the fire. Now, you know, after the fact, if you want to come back and say, hey, I don't know, it may not work and we may need to tweak this or do that.
Yeah.
But when I'm dreaming, nigga, don't come over here trying to down my shit.
Exactly.
And you can't even get your shit off the ground.
Exactly.
But you know what, man? It's not a bad thing that you got to separate yourself from people.
Right.
Because you can't take everybody to the top.
You can't take everybody with you.
And everybody's not going to understand your vision.
Exactly.
So you got to be able to see your plan and build people. Have a team, not build, but have a team and build a team around you of people that's really ready to lock in. Like one person in particular, I would say, not even one person, the whole AMP group. I would say shout out to Costanet, Duke, Adonis, Phantom, all of them.
Shit.
Like I would say the one thing about them niggas, they actually locked in.
They did.
They did that shit.
They did.
They locked in regardless of what else they had going on. They locked into their craft. Yeah. And they put the content out and now they fucking out of here.
Yeah.
So it's just all about having the right people around you that really see the dream, really see the vision of it and want to take shit to the next level.
Yeah. And then it be kind of like sad, kind of like I think the problem is when you looking for the shit, that's when it don't go have like when you be looking for like, man, I wish I had other YouTube niggas or podcast, you know, media niggas that I could be around, I could hang around so we get this shit popping. But honestly, bro, truly, I think that shit just gotta come natural. I think it just gotta come to you because you actively looking for niggas that's gonna be fucking, you know, trying to grind like you trying to grind and trying to do this shit like you trying to do. A lot of times you ain't gonna find them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna naturally come to, you know what I'm saying? It just gonna naturally flow together. You can find them niggas because AMP, when I was watching they story, Agent, like one of the nigga that's in the group, Agent, he like reached out to everybody like, oh, I want to start this group. So he pulled these niggas from everywhere. But you said you gotta have a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying?
You got people like Kai and Phantom that had a relationship outside of that. They locked in on some shit like, yo, we gotta lock in for X amount of months. And let's get this outcome of the shit. But you know what, man, to speak back to your point, you were saying, you know, you gotta let that shit come, or you gotta have people that's in media or that's in radio, that's in podcasts
that can pull that shit.
Pull it out. But niggas not doing that.
Right.
Like you got the gatekeep. I ain't gonna let me stop using the word gatekeepers. Let me say niggas that's been in the game. Niggas that's seasoned in the game. Yeah. Niggas not reaching down and helping you up.
Right.
Niggas don't want to see you come in the door.
Right.
So they doing whatever they can do, and I'm speaking firsthand from this shit. Niggas want you to come in the door, but they don't want to help you while you in the door. You come in the door, it's like, well, what you know?
Right.
Oh, well, I've been doing this shit 15 years, and you sit over there on your podcast. Right. So I mean, but I've been doing this 15, 16 years. Yeah. But who you got under you?
Right.
Like, how are you legendary status? How are you a GOAT? Right. How are you somebody that I can look up to if you ain't even got niggas up under you that you bringing up?
Exactly.
You ain't got nobody that you can say, I put this person in that position to elevate. All you can say is, I've been in the game 15, 20 years.
Exactly.
But you don't got nobody behind you. You ain't got nobody coming behind you. So it's like, why you bragging about what you done did for 15, 16 years, but you ain't bringing nobody up? You ain't helping nobody out. You're not giving niggas the game. Y'all don't want to. Y'all want to sit here and hold these spaces with no outcome.
Right.
So it's like, it's just weird. It's weird.
That's right. It's hella weird. It's hella weird, bro. This the business that we in, dog.
It's the business that you in, and it's like you gotta be selfish. You gotta be selfish.
You gotta be selfish. Yeah.
I want to ask you something, man. So in this business that we in, right? You know, and not even just related to this. Like this can go into a regular job or a regular profession, man.
Yeah.
You know, when you know certain things, right? I'm a person that stand on this and believe in, you don't always got to show your hand.
Right.
You ain't always got to show you have emotion.
Right.
When you're around certain people or to prove certain things, man. So are you somebody that kind of play the back or play, I guess you can say play dumb or play it down until somebody actually approached you and asked you, can you do these things? Or you're a person that's going to always step out there and overexceed yourself in a business setting?
I could say that I overexceed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like, you know, situation based type shit, you know what I'm saying? About you overexceeding. and reaching out and just like putting your foot forward, you know what I'm saying? Like I believe in myself first, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So if it's something that I believe in, you know,
I think I play dumb.
I'm you know what I'm saying?
It would just be completely honest. I play dumb in certain business settings because I've been that person that would always over exceed myself and would always show up and make sure I'm doing this event. And anytime you call me and you need me, I'm there. Just for the shit to be turned around and be a slap in my face, and it's nothing given back to me. So it's like, why?
That ain't never happened to me though. So,
but see, I've been in that situation, so that's why I can say now I know how to play the game, and I'm gonna play you with it. So until you cut a check, I don't have time to prove myself no more. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not in college. I can't go to a radio station and do an internship for 6-7 months and not get $1. Like you're gonna have to pay me for my worth because I graduated. I have the skill set and the capabilities, and I'm well qualified to do the same shit that half of these niggas sitting on air doing that don't have a motherfucking degree or don't have any type of training in being on air personalities. And it's no diss to anybody out there, but it's a lot of y'all, and I personally know a lot of them that y'all niggas, y'all are not even set up to be where y'all at.
Exactly.
But because you can go,
how you think they at where you? How you think they at where they at?
And I'm about to tell you, man, it's a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas think just because they can hop on the mic at a club and rock a party, they can come host on a motherfucking radio station because they know you can fill up our affiliates that's gonna give us some payola for booking. So we know you can fill this spot up. That's all that matters. We ain't worried about on the airway having a personality that's really sitting here bringing you the stories, keeping shit up to date, running the city, keeping shit hot, standing for the radio personality and journalism space. Now it's being filled with niggas that got a name, and I said this before. As long as you got a name, you in the door. Fuck the nigga that just graduated. Fuck the nigga that's been doing these internships, nigga. Fuck that. I want the nigga that's hot in the streets. I want the nigga that's gonna rock these parties and come get on my motherfucking station. That shit whack. It's whack because it's niggas with qualifications and then you want to sit and say
you just gonna have to overall just stop giving them niggas your time, huh?
You gotta stop giving niggas your time, but then when you sit up on your podcast,
when
you sit up on your podcast and have your podcast opinions, and then you go up here, your shit not respected. But you giving me a hard ass time to get in a motherfucking dope.
I gotta have my podcast opinion. I ain't got no choice but to have my podcast opinion.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
And then if you actually and you know what? A nigga can't never say that shit to me because if you think you can ever come and say that shit to me, then you clearly ain't watched the podcast. Because any podcast that I do, and I'm gonna stop saying podcast, I'm in the media field. I'm in media, period. Anything that you've seen of me, whether it's on my YouTube solo or whether it's with the group, me and Kel, the motherfucking dynamic duo, you niggas ain't watched it to say that our shit is just podcast opinions. This is a formula to this shit. It's a format. This shit is set up from top to motherfucking bottom. And it's topics back to back. So I get what this lane has become and how it has become oversaturated and how it looks to most people. But until you can sit down and watch somebody's shit, man, don't formulate an opinion, because I personally, honestly and truly, like I said, start doing this because it came from an idea that I had for a TV show. From then, I'm like, yo, I got to get my ass in radio. So I started doing the podcast. Then last year, March, I quit my job. March 2023, I quit my job. Started working for a 9 to 5. I said, man, you know what? I'm not going back to no 9 to 5 until I get in radio. Shit, got on that radio. Got on at one of the hottest stations in Atlanta. I choose to not say the name right now, but shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to my boy Flex Gang Slim. Man, shout out to ET Cali. Shout out to everybody over there. Jazzy just moved on, you know, to another station in the market, and you know, shout out to everybody over there. My time there is come to a stop, an end, and I honestly can say a lot of people like to take.
You gonna stay at the station or hell no?
You said it again?
You gonna stay at the station or hell no?
I mean, people that follow me and know me, they know what station I was at. But I feel like, you know, when people feel like they giving you an opportunity and they know that that's what you there for and that's what you want, niggas like to play over your head. Niggas like to draw the strings to see how far you gonna go to really keep this opportunity. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not kissing your ass.
No ass kissing.
I'm not kissing your ass. because I'm well qualified and over fucking qualified to do the job. And if you don't see my worth, nigga, somebody else is. And I'm gonna sit my ass here with my podcast opinions until somebody is valued of me. And other than that, man, that's that. But shout out to all the radio stations.
Shout out
radio. I love radio.
We gonna come on them bitches.
I wake up every day and say this prayer. I say, Lord, order my steps in your word. And I say, I walk in faith and not by sight. So let me tell you how it works. When somebody think they can stop, stop a bag from you or what God has for you, let me tell you how it worked, man. So when my time ended at radio, before it even ended, I already was like, my first love and how I get involved in all this was acting. Right. So it was divine time that before my last day where radio can even hit, I started back on set, and I've been on set every day since. On top of that, there's other stations out there. I'm not done.
Right.
It's just the dotted lines and stuff is not signed.
Right.
But you niggas ain't never seen the last of me. Every time you see me, I'm bigger and better. Every time you see the podcast, every time you see us on Beyond the Fences, nigga come back bigger and better every time. So when you are the chosen one, can't nobody stop it. You just take every obstacle that you get as a stepping stone, and you just grow from it. And that's what the fuck I be on, and that's what the fuck I'm on all 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. Big dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Big dogs, shit.
Hey man, so on that tip, I know you work a 9 to 5.
Right.
You not just one, you got two. So how do you prioritize, being able to still do content for YouTube, still being able to edit for, the podcast, still being able to think just as a creator in this whole, because that right there is a full-time damn job.
Nah, for real.
That's a light switch you just can't turn off. So how do you prioritize, your time and being able to have a work-life balance, for better lack of words?
Man, really, bro, it's all about like sacrifice, really. Sacrificing or organizing your time, structuring your day to where you can fit in your YouTube and you can, sleep and work and not get overwhelmed and cut out extra shit that you doing that ain't benefiting you, ain't getting you no money, helping you grow, elevate. It just basically, bro, just structuring your time to where you fucking, you know what I'm saying, you fitting all that shit in, but you ain't getting too overwhelmed though. You just taking away some other shit in your life, some other bullshit. Prioritizing. You ain't fucking video gaming. You ain't Netflixing. You ain't watching YouTube all the damn time. You just cutting that stuff out. If you got a girl, you know what I'm saying, you can't hang out with your girl 5 days a fucking week and record. You know what I'm saying, and record. You can't take her to fucking Steak 48 and fucking all that shit. Or if you record, you can. But you know what I'm saying, you can't just waste your time. You ain't got no time to be wasted. When you working 9 to 5, no time to be wasted.
That's true, man. That's absolute fact.
Right.
So, hit me with something.
Hit you with what?
Just hit me with something, nigga. I hit you with that. Hit me with something.
Oh, ask your question?
Yeah, hit me with something. Hit me with something.
Okay. Well, because you was already, so you talked about the 9 to 5. So you talking about quitting the 9 to 5. Okay. So, since you had quit your 9 to 5, I want to know have you took a financial burden that now that you've quit the 9 to 5 and you focused on your career, and have you made that sacrifice where I might not be making as much money, but I'm still able to do what I got to do, or are you like, or is it like that time that you was spending at your 9 to 5, you was able to use this time and like replace the income? Like tell me about that.
Man, to be completely honest with you, and I think every artist out there can speak to this, whether you're an actor, a rapper, radio person, whatever your gig is that you're focusing on, photography, whatever it is, I feel like, we all take, I wouldn't say a financial cut, but we do take knowing that, hey, that check coming every other Friday, or that check coming every Friday, or I know I'm getting my salary once a month on this date. Right. I think the only thing with that is, like, as far as acting, I can speak of, you don't know how many jobs you're gonna get this month. Right. You don't know if the casting director is gonna be fucking with you this month or not, or the next month. And then also you gotta think about, prior to that it was the writer's strike. We talked about the writer's strike months ago on the podcast, and the writer's strike just lifted in, like, I would say October, November around that time, but stuff didn't start picking back up production till December. So it was just, by divine time that I was able to switch from radio. But what I would say about radio, I did take a financial cut, and I wouldn't say it hurt me, but I did notice a difference because at radio, put it like this, I'll take a page out of somebody that I follow on radio. They said if you can't survive out of radio, outside of radio, you don't need to do radio.
Right.
Radio is like your side bitch.
Right.
Radio is not going to give you that guaranteed money, or it's going to pay you, or you can be on air today and not on air tomorrow.
Right.
So with radio, I would say yes. I feel like I did see a difference in financials because so much time is required to radio once you're in radio.
Right.
You got the time when you're on air. You got the outside bookings. You got community events that you have to do. You got to show up to schools. You got to do all this stuff. So in doing that, I will say yes. Because I'm going to just be honest, my time at radio, we might as well say it was damn a donation. Like it didn't benefit me in no way with putting money in my pocket. Right. Now, what I will not take away from it was the opportunities and rooms that it put me in.
Right, exactly.
I will not take that part away from it. But I feel like as a creator, you got to be able to know other ways to earn money outside of that.
Right.
Like while I'm waiting on my check from this production that I worked on last week, nigga, I need to be able to not be, up on a high horse that I can't get in my car and do Uber Eats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't need to be too high up in the air where I can't pick up, a side gig or do something like that.
Right.
But I'm not working a 9 to 5 that is demanding my time at Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday.
Right.
So I'm doing other stuff to earn income to stay afloat while trying to support my goals and dreams.
Right.
So it's not like, you just quit and you don't do nothing.
Right.
By all means, that's not what I'm telling y'all to do. Have a plan.
Have a plan, yeah.
Have some money in the stash.
Yeah.
Have money, if you don't get a check for the next 6 months, you can pay your rent for the next 6 months.
Right.
Like, don't just stop what you're doing to try to pursue something. Make sure that you're in a space and that you really believe in yourself and you have talent to actually do it, because then you will be in a situation where you hit bottom. And a lot of people don't know how to hit bottom and come back up.
Right.
A lot of people hit bottom and stay at the bottom.
Right.
So you got to know how to bounce back and how to take those L's, and just knowing that it's not going to be an everyday guarantee that you're going to be booked. It's not going to be a consistent thing. You may be up this month and down next month, but you got to know how to, again, something like you said, with your 9 to 5, you got to know how to prioritize. You got to know how to stash money as it comes. And you got to still be able to take care of things that are laid out before you. So I would say, to wrap that up, the only thing that I would say differently is not having that guaranteed date of when the check is going to come. Right. But I still feel like my lifestyle has not had to change. By no means with being outside of a 9 to 5. But I will say it does take cutting a lot of stuff out. Right. And you got to have people around you that, understand that. Because some people that's not going to understand that, you may be working a 12, 14-hour day this day. You may not see me for 2 more days because I'm out of town, I'm doing a set or this. Right. So it's just all about, the person and believing in yourself, separating yourself from the group, separating yourself from sometimes even your significant other, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case is. It's separating yourself, putting that time in, and really focusing and locking in on you. Yeah. And that's going to take a lot of cutaways. It's going to take maybe going out every weekend. I can't do that. I can't pull up no more. I can't be doing this, that, and the third. But a lot of that shit ain't needed when you focus on the bigger and better goal.
It's so like you need to cut that shit out. Most of the time, it's time to cut that shit, especially when you get our age.
Yeah. Especially like at this point, it's like, we're
the dead out of partying. We're the dead out of boogie.
And it's bad that we feel that way because, man, if you want me to be completely honest,
we're not supposed to feel that way.
We're not supposed to feel that way at 25.
Yeah, at 25, we're not supposed to feel that way. At
25, we're not supposed to feel that way because there's people that don't grow up today and they damn near 40s. 30s, 40s. People in their 40s and 50s still figuring out life.
Right. Yeah.
But I think we're in such a different time that we're not accepting what that generation before us was accepting. Yeah. So now it's a little different and we just want different things. Right. And we got different dreams and aspirations, and we want to get it when we at a certain age, so that when we are there, we can lay back, kick up, and chill. When I am there, I can have 6, 7 people that I done put in position in radio behind me because I want to help other people come up. I done been able to direct these shows and act in these shows and create my own lane and bring other actors on and help other people up and open my own casting company because I put in the groundwork at the beginning. and not trying to figure it out in the afterlife, man. That's all I got on that.
Well, man, I think that's gonna wrap it up, man. I think
episode.
I think God should hit us with the world famous Eddie, you know, shit, and then some shit that she ain't never heard for in your life, oh God.
You already know the drill, man. This has been another great episode of Beyond the Fences. You can catch us each and every Monday, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., Color Folks time, CP time. That is, man. You already know the drill. Tell a brother, tell a sister, tell a mother, tell a cousin, tell a auntie, brother, stepdaddy, step cousin, godmama, grandmama, and that grandbaby. To tune it to your boys, Kel Gotti. This is Beyond the Fences, and we are out.